Hello there, it's your girl Daphne back with another video. Today I'm bringing you Christmas in July. This is a compilation of my 12 days of Christmas for 2020. I hope you enjoy. Just wanted to say welcome to anyone that's new to my channel and welcome back for my loyal subscribers. As you know, before we can decorate, we have to clean. So I'm just going to be sweeping down the front porch before we get started. So all weekend I've been really getting into the Christmas spirit with starting to decorate. I started watching all my favorite Christmas movies and also listening to music. The music that's playing right now is Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, and it is my absolute favorite Christmas carol. So in the comment section, share what your favorite Christmas carol is and if you enjoy any special movies during this time of year. So I got this unfinished crate from Joann's store, and I'm just going to be applying a couple of coats of stain. I absolutely love this. I'm going to be able to prop some of my decor up on the porch. So I'm getting this done first so it can dry while I decorate. So on my porch, I try not to go overboard. Well, actually, in all of my decorating, I try to be as pretty minimal as possible. So what I usually do with my banisters here up on the porch and also leading down to the front, I usually just wrap it with this burgundy ribbon, and I just usually just wrap it around and tie it off at the end. But I don't add any other additional decoration. I think that that's absolutely gives it a nice pop of color and doesn't have to be overboard. So guys, I'm apologizing now that I did not video myself on the ladder hanging the garland. I did not want to document just in case I fell. Sorry. So I have two cabbage plants that I planted in the fall. So I'm just adding some decorative picks to the plants just to jazz it up a little and make it a little more Christmassy. So in case you haven't seen my DIY Christmas series, I have 3 parts, and if you see the lantern that I'm putting down and also the yarn tassel Christmas tree plaque that I'm placing now, those two were DIYs that I created, and you can just go back to part 1 and part 3 and you'll get a step-by-step tutorial of both of those DIYs. So now we're moving on to decorating the 2 Christmas trees that I have right outside on my front door. They are amazing to have there. They're beautiful from the street, and then during Christmas time it gives me the ability to decorate 2 Christmas trees that are just in my landscape. So I have a really good time decorating them each year. So guys, if you're still watching, I just want to say thank you. And we're almost done. I am at the point where I am just doing final tweaks on the porch area itself, just making some final adjustments. The snowman that I have there in my hand actually is decorations for when it actually snows. It has like all of the makings for a snowman. So I have it out here in anticipation that we're going to get a lot of snow this year and that we'll be able to make a snowman. So from my mouth to God's ears, hopefully we get a nice blanket of snow pretty soon. So I'm just giving you the final look. You can just take a look at all the decorations as you walk down the path with me up to my front door. So I will be showing a nighttime image with all the lights shining so that you'll be able to appreciate how it looks at night. Just want to say welcome to anyone that's new to my channel and welcome back to my loyal subscribers. I'm so happy to be able to share this 12 days of Christmas with you and also to be decorating my kitchen because it's actually one room that I've never decorated before, so this is so fun for me to be able to share this with you for the first time. So I'm just giving you a look here of all of the things that potentially I'll be using to decorate. Obviously I won't be using all of this, but this is what I have available. But before we get started, I'm going to have a nice hot cup of cocoa. So I don't have to drink alone, why don't you pour yourself a hot cup of cocoa and we can drink it together. This cocoa is just regular Swiss Miss, but it really has something to do with all of the toppings that you add in. It is delicious. So now, after I've had my cocoa fixed, I'm going to start clearing out all of the items that I normally have on my countertop to make way for all of the wonderful decorations. So I would like for everyone to comment down below if your kids still believe in Santa, and if they don't believe in Santa, at what age did they stop believing that Santa exists? Now, the reason why I'm asking is because my son Alex, who's 12, he found out, and we didn't know that he had found out that Santa didn't exist. And what he did was he started asking Santa for gifts that he knew that we wouldn't give him. So because it was coming from Santa, he would get away with getting different types of gifts. So I just want to know, do your kids still believe in Santa? Just comment down below. So I think that the thing that I was most excited for was to make the cocoa bar and be able to put all of the different treats inside of the containers and arrange them in the tray. So I'll try to tweak it here and there, but overall I'm really excited about the final result of the cocoa bar. So the tree that I'm adjusting right now actually was from the Dollar Tree, and what I did was I just added a burlap fabric at the bottom to just dress it up a little. And what I'm going to do is I'm just adding little decorative cards to the tree. I didn't want to put too much on it. I just thought this was really cute. Later we can add little holiday wishes to each card, and it really gives it a nice pop of color, and also with the addition to the cocoa bar. If you haven't watched my DIY Christmas series, please take a look at it after you watch this video, because in part 3 I actually created the tier tray that I'm decorating right now. It was made out of Dollar Tree items, so if you like this tray, I think you should check out the video. It was really easy to make. Also, a part of the DIY series is this yarn covered snowflake. It was in part 1, so if you would like to learn how to make that, then you can check out part 1 of the DIY series. So this is the finished look of the kitchen. I tried not to over decorate. I usually just try to do like little moments here and there throughout my house, like when I decorate, so that it's not too much. Also, if you see there, that's also a DIY, which is the pine cone wreath that I created. That was in part 3 of the DIY series, so you can check that one out as well. And I am so happy to be able to share this decorate with me, especially since it's my first time decorating my kitchen. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so that you know each and every time that I upload a video. All the ingredients that you'll need is on the screen right now. Please take a photo, and the recipe is right here. Take a screenshot. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is adding the butter and the sugar to the saucepan, and we're going to heat it on low until it's dissolved. While we're waiting for the butter and sugar mixture to melt, we're going to move on over to combining the dry ingredients. So into the bowl, we're going to add the flour, cocoa powder, and salt. Now that we have all of this in the bowl and we've mixed it and incorporated it, we're going to check on the butter and sugar mixture. This is how we're looking. So we're going to add in the eggs to the butter and sugar mixture and mix it a little. Then we're going to add that into the dry ingredients, and we're just going to mix until it's incorporated. The recipe calls for minimal mixing, so you just want to make sure that you combine all of the ingredients together. The second to last ingredient is vanilla extract, and you want to make sure that you get the best quality vanilla extract because you do taste a difference. So here's a close-up shot of how glossy and beautiful, delicious the batter looks. So while I'm spraying the pan, I just wanted to call out this gourmet batter cocoa mix that I'm using, which is also the recipe, is amazing. It smells delicious, and I actually got it from Costco online. So you can check it out if you want to duplicate this recipe. They might have it in the warehouse, but I know I purchased it online. So I'm curious, have you made your lists and shared your list with your loved ones of what items you'd like to receive for Christmas this year? If you have, leave me a comment down below so I have some ideas as to what people are getting this year. Okay, so we're going to pop this baby in the oven on 350 and we're going to bake it for 35 minutes. Okay, so I just checked it with a toothpick. It is done. So we're about to enjoy this delicious brownie. So I've invited Alex back to be my taste tester. So I'm just going to cut it up, plate it, and then we'll be able to taste it and see how delicious this recipe really is. So I'm letting Alex have the first taste, but obviously he's taking way too long to take that bite, so I'm just gonna dive in here and take a bite. This is so moist. Oh my god, I've never had a brownie like this before. It is absolutely delicious. So it's a success. I'm really glad that I tried this recipe and that I was able to share it with you. So I just want to thank you for watching. On the screen are items that you can use for this project. So we're going to start off with staining the piece of wood that I'm going to be using for the mask holder. It's roughly 6 inches by 10 inches. The paint that I'm going to be using is called Apple Barrel and the color is real red, and I purchased this at Joann's store. I'm going to be using this to paint the mask holder and also to do the stencil. So as you can see, I'm just applying the red paint the same way that I've done in previous DIYs. I'm using a skewer to make it a lot easier so that you don't get paint on your hands and you also don't mess up the beads that you just painted. This is such a quick and easy project, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is just putting the actual stencil. And you want to make sure that you don't apply too much pressure or too much paint. You really just want to have a light dabbing motion. So I just wanted to share a little hack that I've been doing recently. I've been using a 50% baby shampoo and water solution that I spray on my glasses each day. After I spray it on, I put it under a warm stream of water. And then after that, I either let it air dry or I use the blow dryer to dry it off. And after that, once you put them on, your glasses will be fog free. So try this out and let me know if it works for you. Just leave me a comment down below. And if you have any other hacks that you have heard of or you've tried that keep your glasses fog free, please share it below. And here's the final result. This DIY was very quick and easy, and I hope you are able to duplicate it. I just wanted to say thank you for watching. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you know each and every time that I upload. Please like this video and share it with friends and family. So this is everything that I'm going to be working with. Obviously I'm not going to use everything, but I wanted to bring into the room the items that I thought might be workable. So as you can see, I'm so excited to get started. I'm just going to clean the windows so we can start off with a nice clean surface. So I'm really loving the way that these window clings are coming out. I purchased them from the Dollar Tree, and this is my first time using these type of window clings. Has anyone else used these type of window clings before? Usually I use the jelly ones, but these are like really cool. So I was really torn between using the red and black or the white and black buffalo plaid. I decided on using the white and black just to give it a little contrast since the bow was red and black. Do you think I made a good choice, or would you have used the same color? I have no idea why I just thought of this, but I felt like I was one of Santa's elves when Jingle Bells came on and I was holding the garland. I just like started chuckling to myself. Okay, so we're right at the point where I'm putting the final touches on. I'm just lighting all the candles, and then I'm going to give you a nice view of the finished product. So in case you haven't seen already, I have a 3-part DIY Christmas series, and I have 2 of the DIYs. One of them is the ornament garland, and the other one is the lantern that you see on the console. And they're both in part 2 of the Christmas DIY. So after this, check out the 3-part series so you can see all of the DIYs that I created for Christmas. I hope that you liked this video, so if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share this video with friends and family. The first DIY is going to be a ribbon tree. And what I'm using for this is 1 block of wood, 1 6-inch dowel, and 9 strips of ribbon. And you can make the ribbon at any length that you want, but I roughly started about 12 inches, and then I reduced the next ribbon by 1 inch so that you can get the shape of the tree. So what I did after that is you just glue the ribbon strips into a circle, and then I'm using a seam ripper to just punch a hole in the middle. And once you punch a hole in the middle, you're able to slide it over the dowel, and you're basically just stacking the ribbon till you form a tree. So for this project, you really can use any type of ribbon, that you have around your house. It can be with wire end or without. It really is up to you, but the end result is a beautiful ribbon tree. Our next DIY is very simple. We're using 4 12-inch dowels and 8 6-inch dowel, and we're just going to attach them with hot glue. We're going to form 2 boxes, and then we're going to attach those 2 layers together. Everything's being attached with hot glue, but if you prefer, you can also reinforce it with some type of stronger whole glue. It can be a Gorilla Glue, it can be a wood glue, anything of your choice. I'm using hot glue. And then after it is attached together, I'm going to go back in with a little twine to finish off the edges and give it a little rustic look. But this is a very simple and high impact DIY that anyone can do. It's a basic level and it has such impact once you're able to put it in your decor. I forgot to mention before, but what I did was I spray painted the wooden dowel with matte black spray paint. And as I said in previous videos, black spray paint really elevates any type of DIY that you're going to be doing. So I'm currently in the middle of watching The Undoing, which is on HBO. I'm watching it on HBO Max. So I was just wondering if anyone else has any other suggestions of any other series that they're currently watching. If you do, just leave me a comment down below. It was a little chilly, so I decided to turn the fire on, so I hope you enjoy the view. This is everything that we're going to be using to decorate. So I wanted to start off with my happy dance, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now we're going to move over to clearing off the mantle. As I was decorating this year, I was trying to remember where I got this Noel sign from, but for the life of me, I can't remember. Not sure if it was Pier 1 or another store, but I absolutely love this. So for this entire decorating of the living room, I didn't purchase anything new. This is all old items, that we've had and collected over time. And I try not to be too fussy. I really like the collected look. I will get new items next year, but for now, this is what I'm working with. And you'll also see that Alex is going to come in and decorate the tree. I really leave it up to Alex to decorate the tree. It's something that we've been doing since he was able to start helping me decorate. So it's something that I plan on keeping up with. So I'm going to just stop talking and let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. The full recipe is on the screen, all the ingredients that you'll need to make this, so just take a screenshot. So we're going to get started. I put the pan on medium heat. We're going to melt the butter, and then we're going to add in the chicken, and we're just going to saute it for a couple of minutes. I'm going to add in the seasoning, which is salt, pepper, garlic, and a little paprika, and we're just going to toss it and let it saute. So once the chicken is sauteed, we're going to add in the onions and the remainder of the butter, and we're just going to fully coat it and melt the butter and soften the onions. Guys, this is smelling so good. So now that we've cooked down the chicken and also the onions, I just added in the flour and I sauteed it around, and next is going in the water, and you'll see after the flour has been in, it really thickened up, so it really needed to have the water added. And then next in, we're going to add in the better than bouillon. You'll see me cooking with this a lot. It really gives a lot of flavor to all meals that I make. And then the next item that we're putting in is going to be the heavy cream. And this is when everything starts blending together, and it's going to smell amazing. So the last thing that I tossed in was just the corn right before I turned it off. And now we're ready to put a mixture inside of the pie crust. I just want to say I did blind bake the pie crust for about 5 minutes or so on a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven. And now we're up to adding the top crust. So what I did was I have the crescent rolls, and I'm just going to take them apart and arrange them. You can really arrange it whichever way you want. You can cut them up and make a lattice. It's really up to you. You just want to make sure that you add some type of crust on the top. So once you have the top pie crust, you want to bake it for 15 to 20 minutes in a 350-degree oven until it's golden brown. So leave me a comment down below what you're going to be making for dinner tonight. I've been waiting the whole time to be able to cut into this and taste it. It looks absolutely delicious, and I'm sure it tastes delicious as well. So here I go, going in for that delicious bite. Delicious. All the items that you're going to need to make this DIY is on the screen. Each of the twine pieces, and there's a total of 15, are cut at 30 inches long. We're going to be doing a 3-strand braid, so each strand of the braid will have 5 twines. We're starting out folding back about 3 inches on one side, and then we're going to tie it off with an additional piece of twine about 1.5 inches down, and then we're going to just loop around, making a smooth loop to cover up the twine and to make a nice finished edge. I went around about 5 or 6 times, and then at the end of that you're going to cut off the remaining of the twine. You're going to continue wrapping around, and then you're going to put a little dab of glue to hold it. Once that's completed, we're going to then start doing the braid. and you're going to separate the 15 pieces into 3 sections, 5 strands each, and you're just going to start folding each section over the other in this type of braiding motion until you get down to the bottom. You're going to continue down, and roughly about 5 inches before the end of the braid, you're going to fold it back and finish it off exactly the same way that you did on the other side, making the 3-inch fold back and then making the loop the same size as the other of about 1.5 inches. And there you have it, a beautiful toilet paper holder. Linked above in the cards is a tutorial on how to make tassels. All the ingredients that you need is on the screen, so you can take a screenshot. Into a small bowl, I'm adding the room temperature butter and the sugar, and then I'm going to be creaming it with an electric mixer until it's light and fluffy. So you know I always like to show a close-up look, so this is how the light and fluffy mixture looks. So next we're going to be moving over to the dry ingredients. So I'm going to be sifting together the flour, the salt, and the baking powder. Into the cream, butter, and sugar mixture, we're adding in our 3 eggs and our vanilla extract, and we're going to mix this until it's well blended. So now we're going to incorporate all the mixture together. So we're going to start with and also end with the flour mixture. So you're going to alternate between the milk and the flour mixture. And here it is, all done. You can see how smooth it is. And now we're going to prepare the pan. So I just sprayed lightly the pan with some cooking spray, and then I'm going to be adding in the cupcake liners, and then I'm going to be adding in the batter, and I'm going to fill each cupcake about 3/4 full. Once this is ready, I'm going to put it into an oven, a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven, and I'm going to bake it for about 20 minutes or until once you touch the top of it, it springs back. So now that the cupcakes are baking, we're going to move over to making the vanilla frosting. So all the ingredients for this is on the screen, so take a screenshot. What I'm doing is adding to the bowl the butter, and I'm going to beat it until it's light and fluffy. I'm going to be switching over to a larger bowl which has the powdered sugar. I'm adding the light and fluffy butter, the milk, and also the vanilla extract. And I'm going to beat this all together until it's a creamy mixture. So this is how the frosting looks, nice and light and fluffy. And now we're going to get ready to frost the cupcakes. So Alex is joining me to ice the cupcakes. He really likes doing this part, and he also likes adding the sprinkles. Well, what kid wouldn't like adding a bunch of sprinkles to a cupcake? And then after he's done with that, then I'm going to go in and just add a little candy treat to each of them. So while Alex enjoys this delicious cupcake, I just want to thank everyone for watching. And also, I just want to remind you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you know each and every time that I upload a video. Please, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also share with any friends and family. So this is how it was looking during the summer, and this is how it is during the fall. It's time to cut back the hydrangea and the grass so that next spring it can come back looking beautiful. So I'm not going to do too much talking throughout this video. You can just watch me clean out this bed, and then I'm going to go to the organic yard. So this is just a little light cleanup that I had to do in this bed. If I did it earlier in the season, I would replenish the mulch, but because winter is coming soon, I'll just leave it bare for now, and in spring I'll replenish and make it beautiful again. Okay, so here we are at the organic yard. I'm just dropping off all of the debris from the garden beds. So I just want to thank you for watching. Hi, so this is the living room, as you already saw in the Decorate With Me video. This is the Christmas tree, all lit up with a star on top. This is our mantle with the Noel sign, the fire going. And then this is our seating area. I just recently added in the pillows. I had them on order, but they weren't here when I filmed the decorating in the living room. So this is the addition. So this is the seating area. So I have my DIY that's on the ottoman, along with the little elf. And I don't know if you guys saw the little elf when I decorated, but let's get close on the elf. It's a picture of Alex when he was in kindergarten. And it's my favorite. We've had it for a couple of years. I think my sister gave that to us one year for Christmas for Alex. And here is our Christmas tree. The topper I got a couple of years ago from Pier 1. And most of the ornaments we got over the course of years. One of my favorite ornaments is this one, which is a Disney ornament. We've went to Disney about 3 or 4 times. And when we got this ornament, it was in 2013. And it's really cute. So just close-up images. There's a little Alex ornament. The buffalo check ribbon I got from Joann's store. We have these little miniature stockings, a mom, and a dad. I got that from Kohl's a couple of years ago. Have a lot of like nostalgic ornaments that I picked up. I believe I got these from Kohl's a couple of years ago. Over here on the side of the tree, this is a paper stocking that Alex made when he was little in school. I love to keep it on the tree. This one over here actually is Alex's stocking from his first Christmas. So we always keep that around. And this guy is one that I absolutely love, but I cannot remember where I got it from, but he's a keeper. We have this very sophisticated Ralph Lauren ornament that I got one year when we were doing Secret Santa. And I just have to find Alex's favorite. This is one that Alex pointed out when we were decorating the tree. He actually got last Christmas a custom glove, Wilson glove, and this is the miniature ornament that they also gave with that glove. So it's super special to Alex. That's why he was showing it off. And that's our tree. Very simple, very understated. And you can see I have a couple of presents underneath the tree already. So while I was decorating the mantle, you can remember I originally had white candles, and then I wound up with doing the one white candle with the red balls. I switched that over because my husband suggested it. He thought that it would be really nice to have both. So thank you to my husband for that idea because it does look great. And then here is a shot of the mantle. Let me pull back so you guys can see the whole thing. Above the mantle, I did not get rid of our family collage because it's something that I really love. We got that made a couple of years ago at a studio, and it was the best photo shoot I've ever been on. It actually was our first photo shoot as a family, so we really enjoyed it. So again, this is our entryway, the stairway with the twinkle lights and the buffalo check ribbon. We have our little entryway table. Hi guys! Here that we decorated, and that actually is a radiator cover, doubles as a radiator cover, very convenient. And this is our front door here. We're gonna go outside and a little bit so that we can take a look at outside. So if I spin around, the room that is behind me right now is the dining room. But before we go there, right at the doorway is a DIY mask holder that we created. As you can see, it's all stocked with masks for all three of us. So I'll just zoom in, and it says be sweet and wear, and Alex put the little smiley face on there so that you don't take it too serious, but you know that you have to do it to keep everybody safe. And then when we swing around, this is the entranceway to the dining room. And it looks pretty much the same as it did during the day that we decorated it. We have the wreath in the front window, and we also have another wreath with the same light in the living room. These are the two windows on the front of our house, so we wanted them to match. And here's our dining room table, the same setup. I really wanted to just have a simple dining room tablescape because we do use this dining room table every night. So I didn't want to have a lot of things that I needed to remove. And we basically sit in the three brown chairs. The head chairs we never use, so that's why I decorated those chairs. Those table settings, I rather say. And then when you swing over here, I've just lit up all of the candles. Just get a closer look of the sidebar that I decorated. And burning, I have a cranberry melt. I got that from Joann's, and it smells amazing. As you can see, I have the ornament garland that I created in one of the DIY series. I had that little Mercury tree in the back that lights up, but I actually have to get new batteries for it. And if I get in very closely, you can see the remnants of the cupcakes that we just made the other day. A full dozen is gone. So someone asked me on that video, how do I make such great desserts? Do I eat them or do I give them away? And I'll have to say, we eat them and we enjoy them. They're delicious, and we take advantage of everything that we make. We eat it. So they're gone, and I'll be making something else. So I'm just giving you a close-up here of another DIY lantern that I created during the DIY series. So if you missed any of the DIYs, I would suggest that you please go back and take a look, because there's a lot of ideas. On this particular DIY, it can be used all year long. I believe I'm going to be leaving it out on my hutch even after the Christmas season because it is absolutely beautiful. And then we have this little old-fashioned tree that I purchased, I believe, many years ago, and I think it was at Pier 1 on clearance that I got it. It's really a bummer that Pier 1 is closed, but they did reopen their online shop. I'm not sure how good it is, but at least you can still get some Pier 1 items there. So here is a final look at the dining room. So here is the kitchen, all decorated. I didn't make any changes except for on the windowsill above the sink. I did move the snowflake. I actually took it off of the stand and I made it a little blind pull. So if you see there, I just took the snowflake off of the stand and I tied it to the end of the cord. So it just gives it like a nice little accent and it's pretty cute. I really like that. The only other decorations that we have is just the little Merry Christmas joy towels that we have, and also the refrigerator covers, handle covers. I actually got them in a fundraiser that Alex had at his school a couple of years ago. It was something, you know, that I saw, it looked cute, and I purchased it. And I've been using it ever since for Christmas. And there's my favorite towel on the dishwasher. So that pretty much wraps it up inside, guys. I'm gonna head outside so you can see how we're looking still. Oh my, I think Santa left something behind. Is that his head? Oh, maybe not. So I just wanted to show you guys my bed. All I did was just add a pillowcase cover to one of our pillows. And then I also added this beautiful crochet blanket that my mom crocheted a couple of years for us. So that's it. Just wanted you guys to be able to see how my bed looks for Christmas. Oh wait, you're out. You fell.
No, don't put that in there.
So right foot blue, left hand yellow, right foot green. I'm gonna say you're out. I'd like to thank you for watching. I want to remind you, if you have not subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know each and every time I upload a video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please share with any friends and family. Till I see you again, have a blessed day.